I'm Teacher Mike, and today we are going to look at how to ask for opinions, give opinions, agree, and disagree with someone respectfully in English. All of the language that we are going to talk about today is appropriate for both business meetings and talking to your friends and family. And before we look at the language, I want to mention that some cultures are very direct. They view it as useful and productive to say exactly what you think, whereas some cultures are more indirect, and they might view it as rude to say exactly what you think. For example, people from the United States are very direct. Although we usually do what our boss tells us to do, we are also very comfortable telling our boss if we disagree with them. Doing that is not usually considered rude. It is usually considered useful and productive because it can lead to discussion and better ideas that will help our company. People from more indirect cultures, such as Japan, India, or Saudi Arabia, are usually less comfortable disagreeing with someone or saying something negative about another person's idea. However, most people who work on international teams or just communicate with people from different cultures often usually learn to adjust their communication style a little bit. People from more direct cultures often learn to be a little bit less direct in their communication because they don't want to offend people from less direct cultures. And people from less direct cultures often learn to be a bit more direct, and also understand that when people are being direct with them, they are not trying to be rude or say something bad about them. So although some of these phrases might sound a bit strong to you if you come from a less direct culture, these are 100% fine to use as long as you do not say them with anger or rudeness in your voice. Okay, asking for opinions. You have explained the situation, and now you want to know what people think. You can ask, "What does everyone think about this?" Or, "How does everyone feel about this?" Or, "I'd like to hear everyone's opinions." If you want yes or no answers, you can also ask, "Does everyone agree?" "Does anyone disagree with this?" Or, "Does anyone object to this?" And remember that people from some cultures might not be comfortable disagreeing with another person in a meeting, or might not want to give their ideas to their boss. So sometimes you might need to address someone directly if they are not speaking. For example, "How about you, Yuko? What do you think about this?" Or, "Mark, we haven't heard from you yet. What are your thoughts on this?" Now let's look at how you can give your opinion. Sometimes we don't have an opinion, and in that situation, we can just say, "I don't really have an opinion on this." Sometimes we have an opinion, but it's not very strong. In that case, you can say, "It seems that." This shows that it looks this way to you, but you also know that you might be wrong. Sometimes we have a very strong opinion. In that case, you can say, "I strongly believe that," or "I'm certain that." And sometimes we just have a normal opinion that is neither very strong nor very weak. In that case, you can just say, "It's my opinion that," or "I think that." We also have "to be honest" and "in my honest opinion." We use these to show that we know that other people are going to disagree with our opinion or not like our idea. When we agree with someone or something, we often just say, "I agree." "I agree with that," or "I agree with you." When we strongly agree with something, we often say, "I strongly agree with that," or "I couldn't agree more." And sometimes we agree with someone or something, but not 100%. In that case, we might say something like, I agree that, but, for example, I agree that this will make the clients happy, but I'm worried about how much it's going to cost. When we disagree with someone or something, we often just say, I disagree. I disagree with that. Or, I disagree with you. When we strongly disagree with someone or something, we often say, I strongly disagree. Or, I completely disagree. And when we disagree with someone, we often put I'm sorry before it, just to make it a little bit softer. For example, I'm sorry, but I completely disagree with that. So those are the basics of how we ask for opinions, give opinions, agree, and disagree. Obviously, there are other expressions that we can use instead of these, but these are the most common, basic ones that are easy to use. I hope you found this video useful. Thank you for watching.